Okay, there we go. And we should be live now. Okay. This is our first time streaming on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. So we're...
Whoa, that's cool.
Yep. So we're going to see how well the computer can handle it. And then once we're done with this stream and I upload it, we're going to then rewatch and try to see how well the quality was, I guess. Like if we're losing frames and shit.
You won't notice it because how streaming works with Streamlabs is you stream to Streamlabs' server, they process the video, and then they stream it to both platforms.
Okay. I'm trying to see what the final output is, essentially.
I mean, looking at YouTube, it's running at 1080 60, so...
That's not bad. That's pretty good, eh?
Yeah. So is Twitch, from looking at my phone. It's running at the same resolution, same frame rate, and there's no stuttering.
Can't remember if we're supposed to go up the elevator immediately. Should probably check my equipment before we get into a battle here. Because I think we're coming up on one pretty soon. Devlon Industries. If I'm not mistaken, these are one of the better... military grade weapons. If I'm not mistaken, these Devlon guns are actually pretty solid. We'll find out. Until 5. Oh. Oh, the Lancer is a standard issue rifle. We don't want to use standard issue. Where do these extra points come from? Probably from the last battle I did. We have
Roxy, look in SFW art.
Hey, dude.
They said SFW.
Dude. Uh-oh. Okay.
S. No, there was no N.
Okay, I was about to say, like, Jesus.
I'm not gonna do that on stream. No.
Like, I was like, I was just talking about this, and now y'all are doing it on purpose.
Whoa. Silly.
Hey, look, I can't blame me for thinking that's what was going on. Just trying to like have a fucking Twitch and YouTube channel here. That's all. Now I understand the pain of like the people that own their channels are like, hey.
Wait a minute. Don't talk about that.
It's like, hey, wait a minute. We gotta check ourselves. Increased health. Increased armor.
What do you think? What do you think of that, Roxy?
I think it's cute. Very cute.
What if I told you, art scammer? I tricked an art scammer into writing an AI prompt, and that's how I got that.
You tricked an art scammer into writing in a prompt?
No, they wrote a prompt in Discord DMs. I copy pasted it into AI.
Alright, I'm having trouble understanding exactly what it is you did.
So, an art scammer reached out to me, and they started describing my character, and I just started keeping certain words that they were using that seemed off.
Oh,
Okay.
that's supposed to be your character? They
That's
tried to
supposed to
pass
be
that
my-
off as yours?
So what they did is they were describing my character in a way that seemed like an AI. So I was like, I'm just gonna pick out certain parts of this, put it into AI, see what comes out, and be like, dude, an AI
What
prompt for my character.
the hell?
Oh, so you're like using it as reference for...
They tried to use it as reference.
Oh, wait.
That's so wild. Are you sure you want to do that? I'm not so sure you
Well,
want to do
I
that.
called them out, and I'm posting this in the server they're in as proof that, hey, this person tried to scam me, and this is what happened. They gave me. I'm getting the ban.
So
You're
did
crazy.
you generate it?
You're crazy.
Hold on, did you generate it?
I generated that.
Well, why are you passing it off as you saying, I don't know?
I'm not passing it off. I'm saying, hey, an art scammer tried to scam me with an AI prompt.
Okay.
But you generated
But
it.
they were gonna generate it for $50. So I was just like, why don't I just copy paste it into my own thing and then go to their DMs and be like, hey, you do realize you just gave me an AI prompt? And now I'm watching them panic in DMs.
Oh, is that what you did?
Yeah, I exposed them.
It's like, oh wait, so they gave you a prompt and said I can make you like art off of this prompt, right?
Yes.
And then you copy pasted it into one that you know that works. Oh, so this is one of those AI art scammers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they turn around, they make your thing, and then wait a week or something, and then give it back to you, and it's just AI art.
Yep.
Oh,
This
one
is
of
why
those
I
people. See, no, I don't know, man. Like, call it like what you will, but what Nitro's doing isn't wrong, in my opinion, because
ethically it's wrong, but
No, not when you're
Because-
dealing with scammers, because for scammers deserve a little bit of their own medicine. They're just stealing your money.
Yeah,
I won't say anything more. I don't have an opinion.
I'm
But
not
we
keeping
all
that
know
art. It's being
about-
deleted.
What we all know about the people, the multitudes of people that get banned across multiple Discord platforms because they advertise to people's DMs, steal their money, and either give them back nothing or give them AI generated art. And we all know that these people exist. You've reported them, I've reported them, Nitro's reported them. It's a serious issue on Discord, and I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to speak up about it. I think it would actually be worse if we stayed quiet about it, because that's an actual problem that multiple servers that we're in have to deal with. And nobody likes these people that are constantly like running to your DM saying, "Hey, how are you? How's your day going? Hey, I can make you some art," and they're just trying to steal your money.
Oh, they blocked me.
Of course they blocked you, because
They're also banned from the servers we were in together.
and that's how it typically ends. You know, with one of us actually getting a whiff of it and dealing with it head on. Roxy, you might actually just like report them, but me, I will toy with a scammer a little bit and try to get more evidence out of them, and then present that to get them banned across multiple platforms. And then I will go tell my mutual friends to watch out, because
Problem is you fabricated the evidence yourself.
no, it's not fabricated evidence. If they're
typed out
literally
an AI prompt into Discord, I will
They're
copy
literally
paste
giving you
the
evidence.
AI prompt they gave me.
that they're trying to scam.
Copy text. I will post it in side chat. Everything after the colon is what I put in. Tell me that isn't just an AI prompt.
Okay, I think I've got my characters ready for the next part. But yeah, there's generally a reason why actual artists are really angry. Because people who are abusing the current system that we have are trying to take real artist jobs and their money.
Now it gets fun.
It's one of the. It's. I mean, like, didn't you hear like the whole Blizzard marathon scam where they stole a person's art off of Twitter? Like the entire.
Yeah, that one egregiously bad.
Here it comes.
Yeah, there has to be something sad about stealing people's art. It's not okay.
And I mean, the longer I mess with them means it means there's a greater amount of time before they go try and scam someone else.
For what?
tell within the first couple messages if a person's going to try and scam me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Or if they're a real person or not. It doesn't
Yeah.
take very long.
Every one of the messages from this person had usually at the top of it for the first couple messages a timestamp, which I was like, this person isn't real. I'm talking to an AI. Right?
They had a timestamp for every message.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not a real person.
And then in the side chat, like I said,
Rally round.
that's just an AI prompt for an image. I copied it into an AI I know worked, and it spat out what I posted in the art channel. And then when I DM'd them with that image and be like, and replied to the message that was the prompt, they're like, anything could spit out this image, and I'm like, you do, and then they blocked me, and then they left all the servers we were in together, or we got banned. This wasn't a real person, Roxy. They were clearly talking like an AI would. Like
I think it was probably an AI. Yeah.
It's a real problem.
Yeah, it is a very big problem.
It's rampant, and I last night had a shower thought while I was I was in the shower. YouTube and Twitch should implement a system where every AI video or image has to be flagged as AI, and you have to be able to filter it. And if it isn't, it will automatically be scanned for like traces of AI, and if it finds AI in it, it will automatically flag it.
Think we got him, Commander.
And you can filter out AI results.
I would like to not see any more AI stuff on my feed.
I'm done with it.
It's getting ridiculous. They called it. It's bad. Jordan Martin asks, is your VTuber from FF Character, right? I don't know what FF Character is. Final Fantasy character?
No, their VTuber is a ghostly dragon model that I uploaded and converted into a VRM.
I guess Nitro here is the one that helped make it. Well, not from scratch. Helped get the licensed model and put it together for me.
Yeah.
Take cover.
Yeah, it was just basic Unity work. They have Unity plugins to make this workflow for VRMs pretty easy.
It was pretty neat to actually get the character to appear in what was it, Firewatch?
Yeah.
That was kind of wild.
Except your tail was
The
completely
tail.
stiff.
Well, I think what we would need to do is like take the tail off, unfortunately, for the live.
Yeah. Hey, dude, we're streaming right now, so.
Hand over your shins.
No, they're mine.
What?
They're mine.
Engaging target.
You can't have my shins.
My shin.
Fine, I'll do me to Unity Hell then.
No, not Unity Hell. Not Eternal Rendering, please.
Can we fix it?
I don't want to compile shaders for the rest of eternity.
No.
That's your choice.
Anything but that.
That's your choice. Shins or Unity Hell.
I
So
take
I
my
ability
shins.
wall-
At least I can still play video games.
I don't need legs to play video games. You're right. Unless you're playing a flight sim.
No. The flight sim
you
pedals. I wanted to get some.
You got 20. You
Have a-
got 20 seconds to decide. Your Unity Hell or your shins.
No, take my shins. Take my shins.
I mean, wait, Laz, Unity Hell wouldn't be all bad because
Anything but Unity Hell. You get to stare at the half-rendered mess and look at all of the flaws and mistakes that you've ever made as an artist.
Hey Nitro, you want to play some more?
P-
together?
I mean, we'd have to move to a different PC if we do it, and I'm busy doing moderator stuff for Laz.
You can moderate for Laz whilst not being in the call.
It's easier to do it while in call.
It's fun if you guys are here and actually.
Yeah, I like
kind
spending.
of
I want to spend time
hanging
with
out.
Laz. I haven't.
Yeah, but Nitro doesn't want to play the War Thunder in the same call with you because he's scared he'll say something that he's not meant to say.
Well, you just don't fucking like yell at the top of your lungs when you get knocked the fuck out by a tank round. Like if you take look, I'm gonna just be like this. Look, if you think you can't hold back a slur, put a piece of wood in your mouth while you play War Thunder.
Well, counterpoint. I have a friend
Just take it. Take the punch like a man, right to the chin. Just fucking eat it. And just bite into that piece of wood while you're at it. Like,
If you really like not tempted it, just get a black friend to give you the pass.
Oh, no. Just get a black friend to say it for you. Like, that's...
This call has gotten extremely cursed.
This call is gonna get you banned from Twitch.
From my presence.
I would prefer not, because then we'd
we
have
can't.
to go to
We're
crazy
not.
Laz.
Look, if you say a single fucking slur, I swear to God, you're getting immediately muted, and you will never be allowed to speak on stream ever again. I swear to God, right now.
I love how I see Nitro's channel, but not Laz's.
Like it's a forever ban on my channel. You said you do it once, you're done. One chance. You don't get a second chance.
I mean, the angriest thing you'll probably hear is calling me calling someone a motherfucker.
Wait, Nitro, you modded me on your channel.
I can easily undo it in 2 clicks. Don't abuse it.
When the hell did you mod me?
A while ago.
I now have mod for like 17 channels now. I hope you realize.
Don't abuse mod powers, or there will be
trying to find-
consequences.
I'm trying to find Laz's channel, but I can't find it because Laz doesn't have a goddamn thing set up properly for Discord where it displays your streaming on Twitch.
Oh, I don't know how to set that up. Can you do that for us?
So, if you go to your settings,
No, that's midstream?
No, don't do it midstream. We'll do it after stream.
Yeah, I'm not doing that midstream. I don't
Yeah,
think that's wise.
thank you, Nitro.
Yeah, you're
Just
welcome.
a second. This channel is very inappropriate.
What do you mean?
Oh, it gave content
Well,
warnings
I
for
didn't like
stream.
when
I
you were
think.
screaming.
I'm just gonna do this in Laz's chat and see if she knows. Wow, your bot killed my message.
I see the message.
Get cucked
What
by
are
the
you
butt.
playing?
Play Mass Effect. Of course.
I was just trying to show
Oh,
you my
you're playing the
cute...
mid game. Oh.
Don't get yourself
Laz, are you
banned.
glad-
Different.
Look at the cute little
Emotes, yeah.
yeah,
They're
look at the little
adorable.
emote. Yeah, they're mine. They're mine from my channel.
Goober.
I got them for free, by the way. My best mate is an artist, and she did them for free.
Can your best mate make me stickers for Discord?
No,
Damn it.
that's not me trying to be mean. She's going through a rough time right now, and I don't want to put any work on her.
Okay, you know what? That's honestly that's fair.
She is. I must protect. She's like 4 or 5 years younger than me as well.
Oh, so she baby.
Yeah, I've known her since I was like 17. She's one of my friends' younger sister, so
Ah.
I must protect her.
It looks like
Oh,
you're trying
Dan,
to
do you wanna
restore this
hear? You
facility.
wanna know?
Would
So
you
look
like
inside
help?
chat real quick.
How do I shut this thing up?
This system is
Everything
monitored
after
to
the
respond
colon
to the
is that
alert
an
panel.
AI prompt?
May I
Yes or
ask
no?
your name?
Yes.
You knew it.
Yeah, but
That an art scammer tried to sell me that for $50. I'm just like, I paid. I know good AI. sent them what it spat out and be like, "Yo, this you just gave me an AI prompt. Thanks, bro." And then I got banned from all the servers we shared. And
Good God. Like, can you guys, like, behave?
do you need me to move you to stream PC?
Behave, please.
I am behaving. I'm playing with the SU-33. I'm playing with my Su-33.
Still
For once, I'm a
sounds
good boy,
toxic somehow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go shoot down people with thrust vectoring missiles.
See, there's the toxic part.
Thrust
like-
vectoring missiles with like dual IR CCM.
Not sure. Watch me.
Can you guys, like, not torture the other people who can't afford good vehicles on War Thunder?
It's a squadron vehicle.
You get this vehicle for free.
I know, but you have to work for it.
No, dude didn't. They just sat there and their squadron worked and got it for them.
I don't even know how.
The squadron research is done over the course of a month. And everyone in your squadron contributes towards it. So then,
Are you actually watching, by the way?
no, I'm loading up War Thunder.
Did
I'm
someone
gonna move
see?
down to VC though.
I sneezed, my fucking headset off my head.
Drag me.
Good God.
Drag me. This is the one time you can kidnap me.
Oh, grab him, quick! Quick! Put a piece of tape on his mouth. While we have permission. Ay, ay, ay. Dude, you're coming with me. Oh, man. I'm looking at my character now here on Mass Effect, and I'm like, I kind of want white hair now. That looks good, like the silver white hair. I don't know. I feel like there's a way to do it right if you do it.
Well, at least
What?
it looks.
It kind of reminds me of, like, Lloyd from, Legend of Dragoon. He had this silver platinum hair.
Aye. I'm gonna type this in. I'm gonna type this in side chat since it's sort of personal.
What do you need to know?
To determine the data access available to you. Basic access is limited to non-secure queries. Secure access allows most system functions. Privileged access is available only to executives of Binary Helix.
Commander Shepard, I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift
She looks a bit
Station
like my
subsidiary
brother.
labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
What are the landlines and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure.
Seems like
Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid
potentially
environment
containment
will kill
failure
biological
here.
Contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
I wonder.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you unleash to sleep. Nice.
What do I need to do to get
Is
the
it
power
hot where
back
you at?
on?
The valves to the helium-3 fuel line
Is that
must
hot
be
where
open.
I'm at?
This can be done at the
Yeah,
controls
that's
on the
top.
reactor assembly proper.
Wait, you mean here? Where I live?
Yes. Yeah. Well,
No, not really.
well, it is here because I don't have fucking aircon.
Tell me what
so-
happened here.
Oh, thank you
I'm
for
sorry,
reminding me.
but
I need to
a
turn
more
on my...
specific query.
I just have my fan on with like a cold water bottle on front of it. It's only like 26 degrees Celsius. Or 78 freedom units.
70. Oh, thank you for speaking my language. 78 freedom units. You're damn right.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at Hot Labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at Hot Labs. Isolation tube breached. Tram shut down. Landline to Hot Labs disconnected. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
What sort of contaminants escaped?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
The creatures we've encountered here, did they come from the labs?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
They kill you if something goes wrong?
My systems are permanently disabled. To be killed, I would need to be alive. I am merely a
I
database
sort of
program.
thought becoming a
That's all I
HVAC
need right now.
technician.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert.
The sooner we're out of this frozen world, the better.
Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. Shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. Online. How may I assist you?
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Good to go.
In accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Here it comes!
What the hell? Give me that kneecap.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Now, huddle up! Bring it on. All clear, Commander.
The AG3 fuel line is cut.
Connections restored. Processing new data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
What's this about loose contaminants?
Dangerous biological agents are present in the tramway decontamination chamber. The tram station has been sealed in the interest of crew safety. Activation of the fail-safe plasma jets is recommended prior to access.
How do I activate the fail-safe system?
Controls for the fail-safe systems are located in the security checkpoint outside decontamination. User alert. The fail-safe system is currently inoperable.
What would it take to get the decon fail-safes operating again?
There is a hardware fault in the control system. This can be repaired on-site using a standard Omni tool.
Unlock the decontamination chamber.
User alert. Contaminants are present within the decontamination chambers. Passage is not recommended.
How do I get rid of the contaminants?
The chamber is equipped with a fail-safe system which vents a 5,000-degree Kelvin plasma. This is sufficient to sterilize any potential contagion. Unfortunately, the fail-safe system is disabled at this time.
What's the problem?
There is a hardware fault in the control system. This can be repaired.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Now it gets fun.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
They're locked in.
The door could be finessed. It appears that the
Take them out!
Control group, loosen them. They're in... Can't escape. The tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Out while you can.
he killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here.
Damn shame. God only gives you one life.
Many Solarians believe in a wheel of life. Your people call it reincarnation. My people have a similar philosophy.
Online, connected to subsidiary facilities. How may I assist you?
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
What's the status of Rift Station?
Rift Station has been locked down by the staff. There are presently no contaminants within the facility.
Why is Rift Station locked down?
Emergency procedures require each facility to isolate itself to prevent the spread of contagion. It would also appear that there are several employees quarantined for medical treatment.
If it's locked down, will I be able to enter?
The passenger trams can bring you to the facility. Further access will be at the discretion of the security forces there.
The staff is alive then?
Yes, though the number of personnel is below the official staff count.
Give me a status report on the hot labs.
I am sorry. The network connections to the labs have been damaged. Data is limited.
Give me an overview of the facility.
The hot labs isolate dangerous biological or cybernetic contaminants during development. The complex is built within a glacier. In the event of an accident, it can be irradiated and sunk into the ice.
You have no idea what's going on inside.
I'm afraid not. My last log entry is shortly after the Stage 2 containment alert was sounded.
I need instructions on how to repair the station.
Critical systems are operating within normal tolerances. There are 1,473,831 faults in non-critical systems.
The creatures we've encountered here, did they come from the labs?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at Hot Labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at Hot Labs. Isolation tube breached. Tram shut down. Landline to Hot Labs disconnected. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Good to go.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
Hey, Nitro. Hey, Nitro.
They're downstairs.
Hey, Nitro. Nitro.
I'll summon them.
Departing Central Station. Destination.
I don't know what they are. I'm gonna go make some
Hello,
like,
Laz.
fried chicken. Oh, hey, go. There you are.
Now
Uh-huh.
arriving at Rift
What would you be doing if I didn't call you?
Research facility.
Playing War Thunder with Duke.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I forgot what I called you here for. Be real.
What?
I'm so sorry. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I actually I was calling out your name to ask you something, but
You called out Nitra.
yeah. I was asking for you because I wanted to ask you something, but I can't remember.
You goober.
Because you did show up immediately, and my mind was like, chicken.
What?
I'm hungry, bitch. I want to go have lunch.
Go get the family bucket from If you're hungry, thinking about chicken, get a family go get a family bucket.
Oh my god, I would smash back a family bucket by myself right now. I swear to God.
Then go get one.
Ah!
Or order an Uber Eats.
I could ask you if it's okay.
He'd ask save a biscuit for Yak if he does do that, if he lets you get one.
What if I just texted him right now and go like, "Hey hon, please, could you like Uber Eats me like an entire like bucket or two of fried chicken?" Like, I'm so craving it right now.
Why not save
I've
money
got
by,
the munchies like a motherfucker, and I need fried chicken.
No, why not like save money by like getting the fried chicken on the way home?
Oh. But that means I have to wait for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
You really want to smash back some fried chicken right now? Oh my god! All right, so I got some in the freezer that I can put in the air fryer. I'm gonna go do that real quick before I fucking die.
I beg your pardon. Oh, he's cheating. Okay, I'm gonna move back down to the other chat.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
Oh, goodness me. Guess my controller doesn't have that much of a distance on it. I tried. I was testing my Bluetooth range on my controller. Oh, goodness me. Yeah.
What kind of controller is it?
Xbox Elite controller.
Ah. That would be funny if it was that Logitech controller.
Oh, nah.
Would you believe me? That's not been 2 years since the incident.
What incident?
The submarine, the Titanic submarine incident. Well,
what? What? What are you talking about? That is so out of context. What? Jay, you say some of the wildest things, I swear.
Well, it doesn't make the stream any less boring.
No, it doesn't. It just befuddles me, though.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
I take it you've encountered those things.
Encountered, fought, seen men ripped apart by. We're all working. You're human, and that's enough that I won't shoot. I'd like to know who you are.
Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Navy. My crew came up from Hanshan.
Didn't figure you space jockeys liked getting mud on your boots. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. First we knew the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
I'm packing fire and steel. They want to fight with claws and teeth, it's their funeral.
You got my support. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians.
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs.
Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from the outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable one. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only.
Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I just wanted to offer some deployment advice. You're lucky these things are dumb animals. 3 coordinated guys could take this place.
Have you checked the layout yet? Easily defensible by a few people. That's not counting the automated defenses.
Automated defenses can be overridden.
What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Go, go, go!
Think we're good, Commander.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
We're all in the same boat.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Okay, here's a tricky part. There's multiple outcomes to this portion of the labs, and I almost never get it right. This portion is actually kind of difficult.
Lazzy, I got a question.
Yes, Jay?
Have you ever tried to dye your hair?
I tried to dye my hair blonde one time and it turned purple.
Wait a minute, is that why your Sona's like has purple hair?
No. Not even a little bit. But, I tried to, like, be embarrassed about it. Turns out all the kids at school did not make fun of me for it. And everybody kind of liked it. I was like, oh. Alright, I guess. I don't know what happened, but I think my mom messed up dyeing my hair somehow. Or somebody swapped the dye bottles. I don't know.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I never even considered dyeing because my hair always
I
looks
heard there were some problems up here.
exotic.
Furtively, I am concerned about the state of our guards. Many have been awake for days. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
This doesn't seem like the time for commerce.
With nervous amusement, I have nothing else to do. Why not continue to run my kiosk?
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventrellis.
Ooh, new weapons. I'm trying to think. Cryo rounds, incendiary rounds, polonium rounds, or proton rounds, shredder rounds, or tungsten rounds. How do we want to demolish our enemies? We got choices. Okay, next we gotta figure out what upgrade to take. Probably should take some sniper rifle upgrade for now. But we also need first aid. Massive health increase. Yeah, need that. Okay, next is... Oh, this one's a tough choice, I think. We want to push her big time on assault rifles. Liara. We want Liara to hit like a ton of bricks. Capacity? Oh, that sounds important. Yikes. Okay, so, we want her to hit like a ton of bricks with her throw ability. So we're gonna push that up on damage. Okay. I think that's it for now.
What?
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Ialis from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
No need to be so rude.
You are interrupting my meditations. Precisely how rude must I be to convince you to leave?
You seem less upset about this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
You're a member of the science teams.
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
Think you could translate that into galactic?
It's a genetic thing. Forget it.
That's all for now.
Then I will return to my meditation.
Metagel deployed.
Got a smoke? We're all out.
I know you'd have a cure by now.
This system is online and ready to provide emergency services.
Think you could run that equipment for us?
Certainly, Commander. One moment, please. This system is online and ready to provide emergency services.
What are you doing over here?
I administrate the systems of all of the various Peak 15 facilities.
Our medic is... well, he's not with us anymore. Mira's running the automatic systems for us.
What treatments have been attempted?
I'm afraid treatment is not possible. An unknown toxin is present within the tissues of each patient.
What's wrong with these people?
Accessing logs. They were in the midst of an experiment when the shutdown began.
When you were taken offline...
Without my program to administrate containment procedures, a quarantine breach occurred.
We don't need anything right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Woof! What do you want?
Were they attacked by the aliens?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I need full cooperation if I'm gonna help. Do you want these people to live? If not, I'll walk out of here.
No, wait. It's a bioweapon. Based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature. But there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Do you imagine that distinction makes this ethical?
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
You made this, but can't cure it. Don't you people take notes?
Our first priority was getting it working. We were close to synthesizing an antidote when Mira went down. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the first attack. I've been administering stims at their request. Every species needs to sleep. They're getting twitchy, irrational.
Are you the doctor here?
I'm a doctor, but not the doctor. My specialty is microbiology, not first aid. We had a medic, Dr. Salah, but we lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
Dr. Cohen says there's no risk of contamination.
All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
This one will get you.
How can you tell jokes? So this hydrogen atom says to another hydrogen.
You're not part of the crew.
I have Ventralis's permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
Are you trying to be cryptic or are you just nuts?
I wish I were crazy. It would be easier.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
The Krogan wiped them out 1,000 years ago.
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane.
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a puzzle. Oh dear. Investigate, Codex, Turtle. Oh wait, which one is it?
Omni tools are handheld. When
Oh no. How would I know which codex entry it is? Interesting. Nothing in there. Some medkit in here. It's a little too quiet in this research lab. Figured something would have popped out by now. Wait, how do I... AX... What? Oh, okay. This is odd. Y. Oh. X, Y, X, A. Oh, okay, finally got it.
Here, Shepard.
Oh no!
What the hell?
What happened to Ventralis's man?
I didn't have permission to come in. He got in my way. I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
They came out of there.
That door's locked. How can I get in?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Goin. He's in the medical bay.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead
I'll
would
be
ha-
leaving now.
Yeah.
Science pukes. She just bug out and leave to die. Their fault anyway. Bug out.
Is that the cure? You did it?
I think so. It was hard to concentrate while dodging gunfire.
You were attacked? I don't know anything about that. I hate conflict. I've never even fired anyone. I have my receptionist do it. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
Somebody in here needs a punch in the throat.
I don't want to get involved in this. I'm just trying to save my friends. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives, do you know that?
And I almost lost mine. Thanks is all I get? We need to be at peak to fight those aliens. Give us some Metagel.
Of course, here. You didn't get these from me. Ventrollis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again. They seem to be coming along well.
I need to get into the maintenance areas.
You're not supposed to go back there, but I guess there's nothing to hurt. Here's my pass. Just don't tell the guards.
Talk to you later.
Of course. Be careful.
Something you need?
I was attacked by the Asari who was in here. She killed your guard.
Dr. Ayalis? But she seemed like the most stable one here.
She was a huntress pledged to the matriarch. A group of Geth were with her.
Geth? I didn't know. God's honest truth, I thought she was just another egghead. Son of a bitch.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
I do not like this place. Too many dark secrets.
You got that right, Liara. Finally got that chicken.
Are you here to secure the situation?
If by secure you mean shoot every monster I see, sure.
I am certain you are having strong feelings. But what has happened here, it is our fault. You understand?
I don't understand anything yet. What were you doing here?
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
They brought it here to wake it up?
Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Are you telling me I shouldn't kill these things?
Actually, I was to tell you the opposite. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Tierra the
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Is there an Asari here?
There is an Asari I cannot identify standing next to you.
How you tolerate literal-minded VIs is beyond me.
There are no others visible to my remaining internal sensors.
How many Rachni are in here?
I'm sorry, the sensor network is too damaged to provide an accurate count.
Give me your best guess.
Guessing is beyond my design parameters, Commander.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
I fucking died. Well. Where the fuck am I? Okay, here we go.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Oh, fucking made it.
I'm sorry about this, Shepard. We've got orders from Venezia. Open fire!
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Liara's here because she's a member of my crew.
Indeed. What have you told her about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter with her.
Bloody. Oh.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
Start talking, Venezia. What's Saren's next move?
I will not betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Hold up. I gotta deal with something real quick.
Are you saying he brainwashed you?
People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
The ship that attacked Eden Prime? I didn't think anything that size could land on a planet.
It has a very powerful Mass Effect drive, but that is
Hey,
not
lads.
Sovereign's true power. The
Lads.
longer you stay aboard, the
What's
more
up?
Saren's will seems correct.
You're
You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I
I don't actually
became
know
a
what that sounds
willing
like, to be
tool,
honest.
eager to
I've
serve.
never actually heard what that
He
sounds
sent me
like.
here to find the location of the Mu
I
relay.
just banned my first Twitch viewer.
Position was lost thousands of years
Dan,
ago.
what did you think of me?
What?
Oh, it's like a proper sensor beep.
I'm sorry, I can't understand what you're saying. What?
It's like an actual like TV sensor beep when they censor someone.
Oh.
Tell me where the Mu Gate is before I lose my temper.
Of course, Commander. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. Oh, you should.
Mother, don't leave. Fight him.
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die.
Shields down.
Shepard.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
You're free of the indoctrination again?
I still hear it like metal on metal, squealing and reverberating.
Mother.
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. No light. They always said there would be a...
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
We filled you with enough plasma to pop a tank.
This vessel is at the edge, yet she struggles. You cannot see her magnificence. We are breathing on the embers. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind, the children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
Did you order your people to kill the science team?
No, we were locked away here. The children are beyond our songs. They have been lost to silence. You are not in harmony with those who hoped to control us. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
Commander, I don't trust this thing. We know its kind are killers. The tank is rigged with acid. I recommend using it.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No. I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
You could have calmed them if I hadn't set off the purge?
No. Our minds are not as yours. We can only learn to sing in harmony. Without a mother, children are lost to silence. You should not sing of them in gray and violet. We would have stilled them ourselves.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
There's a reason their kind were hunted to extinction. It's better to be safe than let a dangerous race loose.
I'd like to have the Rachni on our side in the future.
If you can trust them to stay there.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
You ever hear the term sins of the father? You know, why should that one creature pay for the sins of all of its ancestors? At least give him a chance. It is sentient after all. And I believe that's a mission complete right there. Oh. It's a good time for a smoke break. Already had my snack while I was sitting here. Oh,
what's our next?
We got another
Head for
cutscene.
the Mu relay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Laz. Was I not a good enough snack for you?
I'm sorry. What? Huh?
You said you've already had your snack while you were here. I was being flirty.
My lizard brain can't handle flirty. I'm sorry. my brain shuts down when flirt.
The proper way to like raise a lizard brain is meet no.
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
I won't be a puppet for the Asari. I give the orders around here, understood?
Forgive me, Commander. I was only trying to help.
Look, this is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
I did not mean to be mean to Liara.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
These roasters
report,
are like godlike.
I'm sorry, what, Jay?
These roast potatoes I'm eating, they're like godlike.
Ooh, like actually good roasted potatoes with like proper spices and like
No, it's a
coated
frozen
in oil.
one. So I can, but
Oh, it's
my
a
dad,
frozen
like,
one? Nah, go make like an actual proper roasted potato meal from scratch
I
with
can,
herbs
I
and
can.
spices and like the works. Yeah, no, the good stuff.
I have made some before.
Like start with a good russet potato and cut it into like 4 pieces. And cover it, slather it, and spices. Yum.
Glaze it with peppercorn sauce.
Peppercorn?
Like peppercorn sauce.
Peppercorn sauce. I've never heard of peppercorn sauce. What's that?
It's like a beige hot sauce. It's like made from peppercorn.
Okay. I wonder if I could get
Like
that
basically
here
like white
in
gravy.
the States. You gotta keep in mind, like, stuff that you get in the UK, we might not necessarily be able to get over here in the US, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Like, I've always wanted to try some good English candies. Like, I've looked at like UK candy tier list stuff, and I'm like, I know none of these. There's so many like sweets and candies that you guys have that we've never heard of here in the States.
What are you on about?
Sweets and candies that are different in the US versus the
Toxic
UK. Huh?
Toxic waste.
What is toxic waste?
Our version of warheads.
Your version of warheads? They literally just call it toxic waste.
Yep.
You should try Touch Delight.
Let's not just, like, get into all like name brand shit either.
Toxic waste is actually a candy over here. Google it.
Oh, I bet. I mean, there's so many candies I've recently learned about.
Strawberry laces.
Turkish delight.
Black Death.
What? Do you have a candy called the Black Death?
Yep.
You guys are out of control over there. That's out of control. That's too much. Also, this is not sponsored. Just saying. Just in case.
Welcome to this.
These knuckleheads started spouting off fucking name brands while I'm sitting here going, hey, wait a minute. I'm fucking streaming, you shits. Oh, shit. Alright, so I'm in between missions here, so I'm going to go have a quick smoke break. You behave yourselves. I'm listening. Don't forget that. I'm always watching. Always. I'm always tripping over flat surfaces.
Check side chat for the Black Death experience. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get like possessed by the djinn.
Right. So you goobers, we're gonna go ahead and keep going here. I think I'm gonna go on to the next mission after this.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
How's the Normandy performing?
She's the best. Balance isn't what. The Normandy's probably.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
I have to go make up with Liara immediately. I feel bad.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time, and Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You can't argue with results.
No, but there are consequences. Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as a bully. You run over anyone who gets in your way. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
Why me?
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Are you sure you're interested in me, or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
The Lieutenant and I are just friends. Nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
These things never make sense. They just happen and we get swept up in the storm.
Wait, I'm just realizing these people know each other for like a couple of days and they're like, oh, I'm so in love. Oh god. The love. It blossoms. Bitch, it's been like a couple days. Chill out.
I'll keep you safe.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this.
Perhaps like a galactic council day is like way longer than Earth Day.
I wasn't the one who brought this up.
I know. I'm sorry. But I did not think it would get so... Please, let's just talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Shepard sprints away in gay panic.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Of course. Have a seat.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
This a personal observation, Caden?
I don't want to step on anyone else's toes, especially if you're if I have misread your interests.
Someone? You're referring to our young Prothean expert.
I think she's older than both of us put together, but, yeah. There's a lower deck rumor that she's, interested in you, as more than a source of Prothean data. She's a very interesting lady. To my, tastes, but, I never claimed to be big on alien culture.
You seem awfully worried about my personal affairs.
It's just that we don't have much downtime these days. I like being around you, but I don't want to take up your personal time.
Look, you didn't want to talk about Liara, did you? What's your real issue?
You're right. Sorry. It wasn't, Liara's not my main concern. I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. Do you get my meaning?
You're talking about a particular example, aren't you?
You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified, because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
And the Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Get your knuckles rapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father." When I told him my dad wasn't in the war, he'd retired to Vancouver. My family had an inland home that matured to new beachfront. Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died. The point of all of this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
So why are you telling me this? Is there something I can do to help you get over it?
I'm 32, Shepard. You don't serve as long as I have without coming to terms with yourself. You also learn that if someone is special to you, you help them. Try to keep them from making mistakes.
Special, huh?
If I'm out of line, just say the word.
Sorry, Caden. This was just a battlefield thing.
There's my answer, then. I'm sorry to have bothered you, Commander. I got some mixed signals. With your permission, I should return to my duties.
Poor Caden. He always gets the short end of the stick.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. Had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Good thinking. Lackeys are always easier to scare.
Exactly. Though in this case it paid off in a different way. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Leon, I want to be there when you find him.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? Like I said, the Rachni are dangerous. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, you really should talk to T'Soni about her mom. She has to be hurting. Just saying, Commander.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant, Chief?
Fraternization is against regulations, ma'am. Don't ask, don't tell. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest, she's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like your father wasn't around much. Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
He's not a zombie, is he?
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Your beliefs are your business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
I appreciate that, Skipper. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe.
We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Steren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
What are you hoping to find?
Usually, people bring back something like a derelict ship we can use for salvage. But I need something bigger. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Controller stopped working suddenly. That's not good. There we go.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage. Something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything an Aquarian's ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day, we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Okay. And believe that's it for the time being. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. My eyes are drifting. I'm thinking it's time for a nap right about now. Honestly. perfect time to say goodbye to Twitch and YouTube for now. If you're still with us, thank you for joining. It's been fun.
Good night.